Good morning children. Here today we are going to see grade 8 biology. It's a revision video class, okay, for our periodic assessment 2. We have microorganisms friend and foe. This only one lesson is for our periodic assessment. Now we are going to revise the lesson, okay. You know the pattern already, isn't it? So according to the pattern wise, first we will finish the content of the lesson, then according to the pattern wise, at last end of this video we will revise that, okay. So first we will see what is microorganism. So you know that micro means small, very small. Microorganisms are too small, okay. Then without any aided things, that means the specs like thing or magnifying glass or microscope, with help of these things we can view the microorganisms. Without that we are unable to view. So the microorganisms are too small and are not visible to the unaided eye, okay. So if the definition asks, you can write like this, okay. Where and all we can find this microorganisms? So in the damp region during rainy season, on the moist bread, on our food, spoiled food, we may found some greenish patch, black patch, those things. If we observe that through the magnifying glass, we can view the microorganisms growth on that spoiled food, in moist soil, in pond water, okay. Then it can be the microorganisms are having the survival capacity to live on any environmental condition, okay. So ice cold climatic region also we can see some kind of microorganisms. In hot springs and desert, even in the hot desert we can see some microorganisms. And marshy lands, okay, சதுப்பு நிலங்கள்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, the marshy lands. So microorganisms, see, at the end of this lesson in your book they found few microorganisms on the camera what they sent to the space. மூணு காமிச்சாங்களே அந்த கேமரால கூட they are finding some traces of bacteria over there. So the microorganisms are having the capacity, survival capacity to live over any climatic region in this world. Clear children? So I'll show you some kind of microorganisms which is on bread. Look children, this is a magnifying glass, bread, moist bread. Over that the mold, bread mold is grown. See, we are viewing through the magnifying glass, we can view the structure like this. And this is moist soil. Under the microscopic view you can see these kind of microorganisms, okay. So bacteria, some fungi, protozoans, organic matters, and this is microscopic view of pond water. Can you see some green color round patches? Those things we call it as alga, okay. So pond water, microscopic view of pond water. Clear children? So this one we call it as Spirogyra. Say children, these microorganisms are classified into, we can differentiate the microorganism according to their structure and characters, okay. See here we can differentiate that, classified into 4 major groups, okay. What are that? Bacteria, fungi, protozoa and algae. Bacteria, fungi, protozoa and algae. See here, this virus also microscopic, but they can reproduce only inside the host cell. That means in other living organism, whereas these microorganisms are reproduced separately by their own. They doesn't need a host cell. This virus having a special character, reproduce only inside, that means grows only inside the host cell, host organism. What are the organism? It may be bacteria. This virus may enter into the bacteria, okay, or plant or animal cell, okay, bacterium, plant or animal cell. The virus enter into the other living organism. That other living organism may be bacteria, plant cell or animals. Clear, children? See, the microorganisms are maybe single cell. Some microorganisms are single cell microorganism, and many microorganisms are multicellular microorganisms. I will show you few microorganisms now to you. Look here, children, microorganisms: fungi, bacteria, protozoa, algae and virus. Isn't it? Virus. Here, these microorganisms, look here, this algae, it's a Chlamydomonas. It's called as Chlamydomonas. It's a single cell microorganism. Single cell. And this is Spirogyra. Many cells are there. Multicellular microorganism. Here note this we call it as amoeba, and this is paramecium. Single cell microorganisms. And here fungi. It's a bread mold. Okay, and this is penicillium. And here it's a bacteria, single cell, and this is virus. Here, so few microorganisms are single cell microorganisms and many are multicellular microorganisms. Look here, children, here you can see some bacteria. See, according to the shape of the bacteria, they given different name to the bacteria, isn't it? See, here coccus means a round shaped bacteria. Here bacillus, rod shaped bacteria. Here comma shaped bacteria, vibrio, and spiral shaped spirillum. Okay, so these bacteria are given name according to their shape. Look here, children, these are different viruses. These are different viruses. This picture is given in your book, no? Bacteriophage. Okay, different viruses. This is HIV virus, hepatitis virus, rhinovirus, many things is given, isn't it? So different viruses. So the viruses are very small than the bacteria. See, I will show you the pictures also. Look here, children, this is bacteria. Okay, this is bacteria. Okay, see, look at the size of this virus. This is virus. Okay, because it enter inside to the bacteria and multiply inside the bacteria. This is a virus. This virus name is bacteriophage. Because it enter inside the bacteria, it's named as bacteriophage. Okay, look at the size of the virus and the bacteria. It's very small. Virus is very small than the bacteria. Look here, children, in your book page number 18, these pictures of microorganisms are given, isn't it? Okay, here you can mark the parts also. They may ask you to draw few microorganisms with few parts. Okay, for example, if paramecium is given, what you have to mark? So this one is what? Nucleus. You have to draw. Okay, the max and the or symbol poduvengilla, you can draw like that. Okay, so the center dark part, nucleus you mark, and this round you have to mark it as vacuole. These are small lines comes out, no, these are cilia. Okay, these three parts are more than enough. Idu mattu varanjale podum. Okay, so but you have to draw these structures, but you mark these parts alone. Okay, paramecium, it's what kind of microorganism? It comes under protozoa. Okay, this is what? Amoeba. You know it already in 7th standard itself you studied this pseudopodia, false leg, isn't it? Vacuole and nucleus, and this dot, cytoplasm. Here also you can mark cytoplasm, the dots. Okay, then coming to this, what? Algae, Spirogyla, you simply mark this as filament, it's enough. And here also this is Chlamydomonas. Okay, nucleus and vacuole and cilia. Okay, you mark the parts like this. And Penicillium comes under fungi family, Penicillium. This is hypa, the base, and the dots is called as spore. And here also rhizoid, and this base is called as hyphae, and here also spores, rhizoid. Okay children, you have to mark parts like this. Microorganisms, or few microorganisms are doing many benefits to us, and few microorganisms are doing harmful to us. That's why the title is given friend and foe. Okay, so here now we are going to see beneficial microorganisms. Okay, see, in baking industries we are using microorganism, that is yeast. Okay, yeast we are using, the bread, cake, pastries, to make batter, dough and all, we are using yeast. Okay, so that yeast, because of that yeast reproduction, we are getting soft dough, batter and all. So that only the cakes, the pastries which made out of that are very soft, and its taste also very good. So that microorganism is yeast. This yeast is a single cell microorganism. Okay, yeast, it's a single cell microorganism. It's multiply inside the natural sugar. Multiply inside the natural sugar. So when it multiplies, it breathes, no, it gives out carbon dioxide. Okay, I will show you picture, so then it is easy for you to understand. This is called as yeast. Okay, it's dry yeast. Dry yeast, see, closer microscopic view of yeast cell, single cell. It's a single cell, budding nu solluvaanga, eppadi mele appadi varudhirukliya, budding. Okay, budding of yeast. So it's a main mother, the bud out varudha, daughter yeast, mother yeast, daughter yeast, buds out. So then when it got matured, it gets separated from the mother. Okay, so this we call it as yeast cell. See, look here, if we mix this yeast, okay, one pinch of yeast to the dough and the chapati maavu, so we can get soft dough like this. Can you see some holes here and there in the dough? Who created these holes? This yeast cell, when it's multiply, when it's grow, when it respire, it release out a gas called carbon dioxide. Those gas get trapped inside the dough. It makes the space like this, air hole space like this. So at the end result we are getting soft dough. Look here, we mix the dough. See, the dough increase its size. So dough increase its size. So that is what? The yeast which is mixed in that dough, it start multiplying, so the size of the dough is increased. Okay, so how when the yeast get multiplied, when the natural sugars are present, it may be maida, wheat, flour, isn't it? So natural sugar also are present in it, so it get multiplied. Look children, you can see the add space, because it's a glass bowl, you can see the add space created by that. So what gas is get trapped? Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. See, look here children, this is what we call budding in yeast. Okay, it multiplies. So during this action only carbon dioxide gas is released out. That only it's getting trapped inside the dough. That's why the dough size is increased and it gives the soft pastries, cakes and biscuits. Okay, budding in yeast. Okay, and the bubble starts buds. So here alcohol, wine, acetic acid, it is vinegar. So to production of these in industries, we are using the microorganisms. Yeast is used, especially the yeast is used in this production of alcohol, wine. So that the yeast get multiply inside the natural sugar, no, that we call it as fermentation. It changes that, okay, sugar into alcohol. It changes the sugar solution into alcohol. For example, you take a tumbler of water, in it add 5-6 tablespoons of sugar and half a tablespoon of yeast, dry yeast into that. Okay, you mix it thoroughly and keep it aside. Okay, after 4 to 5 hours, if you wash that, you can get some stinky smell from that. Okay, that is, and the yeast start multiply inside the sugar solution. It takes the sugar as its food and it start multiply and it release the carbon dioxide gas. That process we call it as fermentation. That we call it as fermentation. So at last we are getting as a byproduct alcohol. Okay, alcohol we are getting. So yeast is used in production of wine, alcohol, acetic acid, this industries also. Yeast converts sugar into alcohol. Yeast converts sugar into alcohol. This we call it as fermentations. What it released out? Carbon dioxide gas. So in industry, in the container, they are storing solutions, sugar solutions. The yeast also added up. So it did action during the action of reproduction, and this yeast produce carbon dioxide and convert that sugar solution into alcohol. This we call it as fermentation. So this picture will give you a clear view on fermentation. See, sugar plus yeast and oxygen. Oxygen, as we breathe in oxygen and release out carbon dioxide, in the same way the yeast also taking in oxygen and releasing out carbon dioxide. At last we are getting alcohol from that. So fermentation. This picture will give you a further explanation about fermentation in different industries, wine industry, cheese, alcohol, some beverages, bread, that is baking industry. See, these are the food items we are getting in market now. It's a fermenter, batter, idli dosa batter, idli dosa marvel. So many things, juices and the pickles, many items, cheese. So when we talk about fermentation, we have to talk about who discovered that. Okay, isn't it? So Louis Pasteur, he discovered fermentation of fruits. Okay, wine making, alcohol and wine making industries, this discovery is used. Okay, so during fermentation of alcohol, some bacteria may also grow in that. Okay, he find it difficult to kill those bacteria. What he done immediately, he heat that. See, he also discovered that certain bacteria in the wine were causing the wine to spoil as they were producing vinegar instead of the fermenter. So discovery of pasteurization. What is that pasteurization? That means process of using heat to kill bacteria in liquid. So heating the container. So the alcohol container heated for some degree and immediately it cooled down. That's called as pasteurization. So Louis Pasteur not only discovered the fermentation process, he also discovered pasteurization process also. Okay, fermentation and pasteurization, Louis Pasteur. Okay. See, medicinal usage of microorganisms. That means antibiotics are prepared, made out of the microorganisms. See, here we see some microorganisms, no? So this we say that it's penicillin, isn't it? So out of this penicillin, we can get a antibiotic called penicillin. So this is penicillium and we can get penicillin out of this. So like that different antibiotics we are getting from the microorganisms. First of all, what is meant by this word antibiotics? Means the tablet, medicines we are getting out of the microorganisms. When we are falling ill, if we contact our doctor prescribes some medicines, no, some tablets. This is called as antibiotics. Okay, the tablets which is prescribed by our doctor is called as antibiotics. How these antibiotics are prepared? See, it's made out of the microorganisms. How the antibiotics are prepared? Antibiotics la எதிலிருந்து செய்றாங்க? Microorganismsல இருந்து செய்றாங்க. Do you understand? So the tablet, நம்ம சாப்பிட்ற tabletsலாம் microorganismsல இருந்து செய்றாங்க. So who discovered this? Alexander Fleming. See, by accidentally only he discovered. Okay, in his lab he cultured disease causing bacteria. Culture na valakkuradhu. He cultured disease causing bacteria in a plate, and after few days he saw some bread mold grows, green patch bread mold grows over that bacteria, and he observed that bacteria are being killed by this fungal growth. இந்த fungus வளர்ந்த இடத்துல bacteria இல்ல. Note down, isn't it? These are bacteria. These are fungus. So the fungus வளர்ந்த இடத்துல bacteria இல்ல. By seeing this, Alexander Fleming came to an idea. So the fungus kills the growth of the bacteria, isn't it? So bacteria va அழிச்சிருதுன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கிறார். So by seeing this, he found a penicillium. He antibiotic name called penicillium. Okay, what is the actual meaning of the word antibiotic? Means against life. It kills that, isn't it? So he only discovered first penicillin out of the microorganism penicillium. What is this? This is a prescription from a doctor. Prescription na doctor எழுதி தர மருந்து சீட்டு. Okay, so here RX கொடுத்திருக்காங்களா, this would mention that it can be taken. Okay, so the prescribed tablet should be taken according to the prescription details. So how many tablets in the morning, afternoon, how many days it should be completed, like that it should be taken according to the given details. Isn't it, children? So what is antibiotics? That tablets given by our doctor. So what is that? Medicine that kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganism. The medicine, the tablet, what the work the tablet will do inside our body, it kill the microorganism or stop the growth of the microorganism. So how it being prepared? And the tablet eppadi tayarikranga? The tablet is prepared out of the microorganism. The source is microorganisms. Clear? So this we should not take overdosage. According to the prescription alone we have to take. We should not take it overdosage. For example, if they given for only 5 days, we should not take 6th and 7th day. Okay, we have to stop, finish the 5 days course and stop that. Okay, if you take that prolonged time, ரொம்ப காலத்துக்கு சாப்பிட்டேனா, it may kill the beneficial bacteria, because what is the work of the antibiotic? Kills the growth of the disease causing germs. In order to kill the disease causing germs, these antibiotics may kill the beneficial bacteria also. So we should not take the overdosage of prescribed medicine. And if you take a less dosage also, for 5 days it given, but you took only for 2 days, the fever gone, so I stopped. So you should not do like that, because it gives the less effect. Okay, so the overdosage also cause kill the beneficial bacteria. Less dosage also, it gives only less effect. So you may need it in future. If you take it overdosage, in after some time you get fever, the same prescribed medicine may not work in your body. So you have to be careful while taking the medicines. Listen, children, when disease causing microorganism enter into our body, it's invade ulle vandadana. So the disease causing microorganism, if it's enter into our bodies will react against the disease causing microorganism. So here we can learn two new words, that is antigen, and another one word is antibody. So the disease causing microorganism, we named it as antigen, germs. Okay, antigen. Then so if this enter inside our body, our body kills that. To fight against that, it creates a thing, it's called as antibody. Create in our blood, it creates, okay, protein called antibodies. Okay, so it's the body only produce this. This is what? Disease causing microbe. Antigen is disease causing microbes. To fight against that, our body produce antibodies. Our body produce antibodies. So this, for example, any kind of germs enter in our body in a mild manner. not a vigorous disease causing germs. So mild disease causing germs may enter. Okay, we are moving here and there, many germs may enter inside our body. So our body having the immune system that we called edirpu sakti. Okay, the immune system only creates the antibodies to kill these germs. Okay, so taking these antibodies will remain in our body forever. So if it's mildly enter, our body creates antibodies, no, that antibodies remain in our body forever. So the antibodies remains in our body forever. Taking this as a base point, vaccines are introduced, vaccines are prepared. Okay. Vaccines. So vaccine means dead or weakened microbes. Dead or weakened. வீரியம் குறைந்த, வீக்கா இருக்க, dead இல்ல இறந்த, weakened microbes in it, the vaccine. அந்த பாட்டிலுக்கு உள்ள இருக்கிறது. Okay, so dead or weakened microbes only present inside the bottle, vaccine bottle. Okay, vaccination means what? Vaccination means getting the injection, injecting vaccine into our body. Through injection we are vaccinating, no, that is vaccination. Okay, so what is being done in our body? Inside the dead or weakened microbes introduced to our bloodstream, our blood. So that is, that microbes are called as antigens. So vaccines are antigens. So that microbes are entering into our body. For that antigens, our body produce antibodies. Okay, to fight that, our body produce antibodies. So this may not cause the disease, because these microbes are dead microbes or weakened, veeriam korund. The vigorous microbes only cause diseases. So here they introduce only dead and weakened microbes. It causes very mild effect over the body. The two, our body produce antibodies against that. So those antibodies remains in our body forever. These antibodies remains in our body forever. For this purpose only we are getting vaccinated. Okay, so for different kinds of deadly diseases, deadly உயிர்கொல்லி நோய்கள், so tuberculosis, smallpox, hepatitis, polio, chicken pox, many diseases, for that we are having vaccination. Okay, so our government also introducing many programs, pulse polio programs. You may see for December and January month on in newspaper and in television near our home also, they spread the news very quickly to get a polio vaccine for every small children. So pulse polio program, or for this smallpox campaigns also arranged by our government to eradicate nanadhu complete the disease போக்குறதுக்கு, to eradicate the deadly disease. So government organization work on that. So what is this? Vaccine. Dead or weakened microbes inside this vaccine, inside the bottle. Okay, for example, our COVID vaccine also nowadays we are taking, no? So dead or weakened microbes is inside. So for what is vaccination? Getting injection, no? This we call it as vaccination. Okay, how the vaccine will work? See, look here. So for example, if we take a rat, this vaccine introduce a small amount of antigen, that is weak microbes are introduced. The body produce, your immune system produce against that antigen antibodies. So that antibodies will remain in our blood forever. So after some days, after some months or some years, we may get infected by vigorous microbe. Virium adhigamana microbe, if it's enter inside our body also, already we safeguarded with the antibodies, no? This antibody will fight against that vigorous microbe. So that only we are getting vaccination. So here we are studying about the beneficials of benefits of microorganisms. So at last we are coming to this point, soil fertility. Microorganisms increase the soil fertility also. So it's fix the nitrogen. So nitrogen is very much important for the plant growth. In our environment, air is 78% nitrogen is present in the air. Even though the nitrogen is present in 78%, the plant need nitrogen for its growth. But the plant may not take them, so the plant doesn't having the capacity to absorb the gaseous form of nitrogen. So it have to be converted into nitrogenous substance. Okay, so this decomposition happens because of the microorganism present in the soil. So it only fix the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds, atmospheric gaseous nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds in soil. Who? The bacteria which is present in the soil, especially the bacteria called nitrogen fixing bacteria, cyanobacterium. Okay, rhizobium. Okay, these kind of bacteria only fix the nitrogen. So this, then because of microbial action only decomposition happens. So we get manure out of that, isn't it? So in the soil, that humus is present. How the humus is formed? Because of the decomposition process. Who is initiating the decomposition process? Microorganism which is present in the soil only initiating the decomposition process. That's why we are getting humus. So from the manure only the plants are growing. If plants are there in the world only, we are able to live. So if we see the microorganisms work is very much important in this world. Okay, so because of decomposition happens, it cleans the environment. Microorganism cleans the environment. Without decomposition, imagine that the world may not be look this much clean. So microorganisms are needed for clean the environment. So now we will see how the nitrogen is being fixed. The gaseous form of nitrogen is how it turned into nitrogenous substance in the soil. That we will see that in our book, the table column also given in 27th page. No, you take the table column, I will show you with explanation. Look here children, it's there in your 27th page. See, atmospheric nitrogen, காத்துல இருக்க nitrogen. So lightning, மின்னல் வருது இல்லையா, lightning, each and every time the lightning comes out, it feeds the nitrogen in the soil. And the lightning and the capacity இருக்கு மின்னலுக்கு. Okay, before rain மின்னல் வரும் இல்லையா, that lightning having the capacity to fix the nitrogen in the soil. Okay, so this here only you have to start. So how to draw this nitrogen cycles? You have to start this one first. Okay, atmospheric nitrogen, lightning, and fix the compounds of nitrogen in the soil. Okay, then second arrow mark, what it written over there? Nitrogen fixing bacteria fix the nitrogen compounds. Nitrogen fixing bacteria, first one you have to write lightning, the second one nitrogen fixing bacteria. So nitrogen fixing bacteria fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, then this bacteria turn that nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds, turn that into nitrogenous compounds. Are you clear children? So here you have to attach the cycle. Okay, finish that. Okay, so this nitrogenous compounds, now it's there in the soil. Now who will take this nitrogenous compounds? Plants will utilize, are taken by plants. Okay, first you have to start this atmospheric nitrogen, then lightening and fix the nitrogen compound in the soil. Then the nitrogenous bacteria is fixing the nitrogen in the soil. This one you have to finish. Then who will take all these plants? Then who will take the plants? Animals. And animals release the nitrogenous waste. Excretion varudhu, so that waste contains nitrogenous products. Then again it goes to the soil. Then here decomposition happens. The plants, if dead plants and dead animals, all these nitrogenous waste, decomposition. Who will do all this decomposition work? Again the bacteria. So here the nitrogenous substance again turned into gaseous nitrogen. Okay, so again it goes to the atmosphere. Are you clear? So lightning fix, then nitrogen fixing bacteria also fix the nitrogen compound in the soil, and it is replaced by the plants. Plants are eaten by the animals. Animal waste again it goes to the soil, and all these dead thing decomposition happens because of the bacterial action. So here nitrogenous compounds are again because of the bacterial action, nitrogen compounds again release the gaseous form of nitrogen. Again a gaseous form of nitrogen goes to the atmosphere. So this what we call it as nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle. So far we seen about beneficial microorganisms. Now we are going to see about harmful effects of microorganism. So here a new word we are learning, pathogens. Pathogens means disease causing microorganism is called as pathogens. Disease causing microorganism is called as pathogen. Okay, here so the disease, how the disease are spreading. According to the spreading, we are dividing the disease as communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Communicable and non-communicable. Communicable means it spread from one person to another. Those kind of disease called as communicable disease. Nowadays this COVID is a well-known communicable disease. Fever, cold and all will get infected if our neighbor, that means who is sitting nearby will get infected, means we also get that infection. It's a communicable disease. So the food we eat, air we breathe, the physical contact, so it may spread very quickly. So it's called as communicable disease. And non-communicable disease, the deficiency disease. So for example, if somebody have goiter because of deficiency of iodine in his iodine in its food, so the deficiency na idu kammiya irukradanaala, some iron deficiency, they may get anemic, heart disease, kidney disease may come, no. So those kind of disease, deficiency disease, it because of that person's food habit, he get the disease, though it won't spread from that person to the other. So it's a non-communicable disease. Okay, so here who will carry the disease? Some communicable disease are spread even through the insects. Okay, so here we will see that two kinds of insects, especially housefly and mosquito. So we are commonly coming across many diseases because of this housefly and mosquito. So that is it, they are act as a carriers. What is meant by this word carriers? Carriers means it carries the disease causing microbe in it. Adoda kaalla ella ottikom. It is sitting, the housefly and mosquito sit here and there, no, the housefly and all sit even in the fecal matter. So it carries a disease causing microbes, may stick on their body parts. Okay, so that is it carries disease causing microbes. So they are called as carriers. This housefly, mosquito and all called as carriers because it carries disease causing microbes with it. Okay, so this female Anopheles mosquito, there are mosquito commonly named as mosquito, but different types of mosquitoes are there. Even in housefly also different houseflies are there. Here that Anopheles mosquito, especially the female mosquito, only spread the disease called malaria. The disease called malaria, because of which microorganism? Plasmodium. Okay, it's a parasite. Okay, parasite means it lives inside the host cell, no? So the parasite, Plasmodium. Okay, so malaria, it's a Plasmodium. So Anopheles mosquito. Okay, then another kind of mosquito, Aedes mosquito. Aedes mosquito, it gives dengue. Okay, disease name dengue virus. It carries a microorganism virus. See, these mosquitoes won't be affected by this malaria and dengue. Adukala and malaria or dengue varadu. It carries the microbes. It only carries and get inject into our body through its proboscis, adoda mouth valiya. It get inject into our body, so we get this fever, dengue, malaria. Okay, so malaria is female Anopheles mosquito parasite, Plasmodium parasite. Aedes mosquito, female Aedes mosquito spread dengue virus. Okay, look here children, this is Anopheles mosquito, malarial parasite which carries malarial parasite. This is Aedes mosquito which carries dengue virus. Anopheles malarial parasite. Let's look at the difference. This dengue Aedes looks very dark, no? Very dark. It's somewhat pale compared to this. Look children, see, now we are going to see this table column which is given in our book, page number 24. They given disease name and causative microorganism in the organism, then transmission, how it is transmitted, and what are the preventive measures. Preventive na adha kaapath, adilirundhu தப்பிக்கிறதுக்காக what we have to do, preventive, தடுப்பு நடவடிக்கைகள். Okay, preventive measures. So generally only they are given preventive measures. Not only this, there are many, so few preventive measures alone given. Okay, shall we revise this now? Say tuberculosis is causative organ is bacteria. Tuberculosis na enna na TB, that is lungs affect ஆகிறது, severe lungs affect. beginning la cold இருக்கும், when it cold gets severely affected, 3 months 4 months together cold da, it is that one is tuberculosis. Okay, and this what we have to do, see, will this preventive measures, it's given for commonly, no, say last will come, then measles, chicken pox, polio, these are all caused by virus. Okay, air, then water. Okay, so they keep the patient in complete isolation, means separately. Keep the person belongings, avங்களுடைய உடைமைகள், dress, plate, comb, like that, no? So belongings of the patients away from those of the others. Okay, மற்றவங்கள்ட்ட இருந்து தள்ளி வைக்கணும். Vaccination to be given. Okay, so vaccination பண்ணணும். Next one is cholera and typhoid. It spread through bacteria, water and food. Okay, maintain personal hygiene and good sanitary habits. Sanitary habits means you have to wash after you go to toilet, that is, the consume properly cooked food. So well cooked food, you should not be off boiled food. Well cooked food should only, you have to consume எடுத்துக்கணும். Boiled drinking water should be boiled. Then you have to get vaccination. Then what? Hepatitis, it's all liver disorders. Virus, water spread through drinking water and get vaccination. And malarial fever, protozoa, mosquito, and the mosquito repellent should be used. Okay, the spray insecticides and control breeding of mosquitoes, not allow the water to collect in our surroundings. So the water should not collect in your surroundings. So the water, if it's, you have seen any water is puddle of water is nearby your area, you have to spray some kerosene over there. The oil layer will fill, the upper water layer is filled with oil layer, means the mosquito may not sit on that water, puddle of water, so there is a less possibility of reproduction, so the eggs may not hatch. Look children, this is tuberculosis, lung infection, and measles, and chicken pox and smallpox. See, somewhat reddish blisters are there. Okay, in smallpox, small blisters, many blisters are there. Okay, and this is polio affected person. See, look at his leg, it's a polio. Okay, polio drops, pulse polio program. Okay, and cholera is a waterborne disease. See, affected waterborne disease. See, can water, where they are filling the can, so it is better to drink boiled water. See, this typhoid also fever, waterborne disease. So not only human beings, animals also affected by many disease. Anthrax disease, anthrax. Look here, okay, see, blisters. Okay, anthrax disease, look here, blisters are there. So it's a deadly disease. Okay, not only animals and humans, plants also being affected by some disease. This is citrus canker disease, citrus cancer bacterial disease, citrus canker bacterial disease. Okay, எலுமிச்சை பழத்தில் கேன்சர் மாதிரி இருக்கு. And this is rust மாதிரி இருக்கு பாரு, துரு மாதிரி இருக்கு. Okay, rust of wheat, fungal disease. வீட்டோட லீஃப், இது வீட்டோட லீஃப், கோதுமை லீஃப் அப்படியே ரஸ்ட் ஆன மாதிரி இருக்குது. தட் இஸ் ஸோ ரஸ்ட் ஆஃப் வீட்டு, ஃபங்கல் டிசீஸ். ஓகே, இட்ஸ் அ ஃபங்கல் டிசீஸ். அண்ட் சி த வெயின்ஸ் ஆர் எல்லோ வெயின், எல்லோ மொசைக் வெயின். ஓகே, ஸோ இட்ஸ் அ பிளான்ட் வந்து வெண்டைக்காய், ஒக்கரா. In Hindi name only given in our book, Bindi, Okra and all Hindi names. It's given in our book, no, it's Hindi names for Vendakak, lady's finger. So the leaf should be like this, green da irukanum, ana eppadi irukku paru, look here. So this yellow vein veins. So this is also a disease. Okay, yellow vein disease. Now we are going to see about food preservation. How to preserve our food from getting spoiled. Okay, so we can add salt, sugar, dehydration, but means drying. Okay, airtight container we have to pack it, and refrigerating, pasteurization, adding acetic acid, bottling. That means in pickles and all we are adding some acids, no. And this is, what is this? Pasteurization means heating up. For example, if you take milk, heat up the milk till 70 degrees Celsius, and immediately after 30 seconds you have to cool it down. Okay, so that we call it as pasteurization. So why this pasteurization is being done? That is pasteurization. That is, for example, milk is heated up to 70 degrees Celsius only for 15 to 30 seconds. Okay, 70 degrees Celsius heat only for 15 to 30 seconds. Then immediately it's chilled out and stored. Immediately it's chilled out and stored. This we call it as pasteurization. Why the pasteurization is being done? To prevent the growth of microorganisms. To prevent the growth of microorganisms. That தடுக்கிறதுக்கு, to prevent. Okay, so if the milk is being heated, by that time the microorganism won't be survive in the milk, so it kills the microorganism in the milk. So only for 15 to 30 seconds. So immediately it won't turn the texture of milk, character of milk, because it only heated up for 15 to 30 seconds. It won't turn the character of the milk, but it kills the germs instead. Okay, so it is easy to store the milk for long time. அப்படிதான் பாக்கெட்ல பால் பண்ணி தராங்க நமக்கு. So it is easy to store the milk for long time. So this we call it as pasteurization. Heating up the milk only for 70 degree, only for 15 to 30 seconds, and it's suddenly chilled and stored. Suddenly chilled and stored. So what is happened during that 15 to 30 seconds? The microbes is being killed because of this heat. Okay, this we call it as pasteurization. This we call it as pasteurization. Okay, then many chemicals are introduced in the food in order to preserve the food. The chemicals which is introduced into the food, which is mixed with the food. And the vinegar podroma in our pickles, that is preservative. So the things which is being added to the food in order to preserve the food, and the food oda thanmaiya kaapathiradhukaga, so that we call it as preservatives. Preservatives. So what are the chemical preservatives we are using? Sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfate. You can check through what are the preservatives is added in your chips packet, packeted food items and all. The preservatives are added to store the food items for long time. So you note down the preservatives names. So the well-known two preservative is sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfate. Sodium metabisulfate. So I explained all the concept of the lesson. Now we are going to revise our worksheets. In this lesson, 2 worksheets given, and we'll revise our classwork too now. So here the first question: the disease caused by protozoan and spread by insect is malaria. Okay. Then here they 2 bags. The pahali dig a 2 pit. Adla oru pit la plastic bag la vegetable, another pit empty vegetable peels are thrown in a pit directly. One pit la plastic bag oda cover oda porra, oru pit la direct ave porra. So which pit will get? Here the option B, waste in B bit degrade faster than in A. So because A pit only polythene bag, so B la da faster agum. So option B is the right answer. Suitable word for each of the following. So here they given agents which spread pathogens from one place to another. Carriers. Carriers. Okay. The chemical which kill and stop the growth of pathogens. Antibiotics. That only the doctors are giving to us, no, antibiotics. Chemicals which kill and stop the growth of the pathogens, antibiotics. Okay, in soil which nutrient enriched by blue-green algae? Nitrogen. Okay, nitrogenous compounds எழுதலாம். Nitrogenous compounds in soil. Blue-green bacteria வந்து அதுதான் blue-green algae அதுதான் வச்சிருக்கு. Cyanobacteria, it is blue-green algae. Okay, how does the blue-green algae help in increasing the soil fertility? It's a 2-mark question, so you have to write it explanation. Okay, name the insects which carry carry the parasite of malaria and dengue. Malaria, female Anopheles mosquito. Female Aedes mosquito, dengue virus. Female Anopheles mosquito, malarial parasite. Female Aedes mosquito, dengue virus. Okay. Communicable disease na which spread from one person to another person. Name few of them: tuberculosis, cholera, flu, and all you can write. And mention the causative organism and mode of transmission of the following. So the table column, what we discussed now, that table column. What are pathogens? Disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens. How they can enter in our body? Through air, water, food we eat, or through contact, isn't it? And this is the another worksheet. Which of the following reproduce only inside the host cell? Virus. A disease human being caused by virus is what? Influenza. Okay, then here they ask us to match. Lactobacillus is bacteria. Lactobacillus, turning milk into curd. Lactobacillus. Okay, bacteria. Aspergillus, Spirogyra, paramecium. Paramecium is a protozoa. Spirogyra is algae. Aspergillus is fungi. Okay, Aspergillus fungi, Spirogyra algae, paramecium protozoa, Lactobacillus bacteria. So you have to match properly. The gas released during preparation of bread is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. In a microorganism, yeast. Okay. Habitats of microorganism. Microorganism can live in any climatic condition. Ice cold region, hot weather, marshy lands, desert, moist soil, land, water, air, anywhere. Okay. So the bacteria which is responsible for the formation of curd, Lactobacillus. Lactobacillus. Lacto means lacto na milk nu artham. Bacillus na bacteria, should be according to the same bacillus. So then what do you mean by fermentation? Turning sugar into alcohol, converting sugar into alcohol by the action of yeast is called as fermentation. Okay, then microorganism used in production of alcohol, yeast. Caused by virus. Name 2 disease caused by virus: cold, flu, okay, measles. Write the important characteristic of virus. Which is the important? Virus can reproduce only inside the host cell. That line, that is the very much important line. Reproduce only inside the host cell. Animal husbandry, this and all in first lesson. Okay, what do you understand by microorganism? The organism which cannot be seen through normal eye is called as microorganism. Virus or living or non-living? Comment with reason. Virus is in between living and non-living character, isn't it? Because this virus is having a genetic material alone inside itself. So it need another host cell to carry out the further functions. That's why virus is categorized in between living and non-living. Okay, this is our class work, book exercise. Microorganism can be seen with the microscope only. Blue-green algae fix nitrogen directly from air and enhance the fertility of the soil. Nitrogen, blue-green algae fix the nitrogen with the help of yeast. Which is produced with the help of yeast? Alcohol. Cholera is caused by bacteria. Then yeast is used to production of alcohol. Again same question. Antibiotic. Mycin, streptomycin, annamycin, tetramycin, erythrocycline, like that many. And the iron varum adha vechi nee kandupidichikalam. That is antibiotics. Tablets names. Okay, carrier of malaria, female Anopheles mosquito. Malaria, female Anopheles mosquito. Most common carrier communicable disease yaar? The house fly da. Okay, then bread idli rising because growth of yeast cell in the batter, idli batter, those growth of yeast cell. Then process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is what? Fermentation. Okay, conversion of sugar into alcohol, fermentation. Then here bacteria fixing nitrogen, rhizobium. Okay, so here you have to bacteria, it's cholera, causing cholera. It's a, we have to match it. It's not answer directly, so we have to match it. Bacteria, see, causing by cholera. Then rhizobium, nitrogen fixing. Then lactobacillus is settling of curd. Okay, lactobacillus settling of curd. Yeast is what? Baking of bread. Baking of bread. And protozoan is what? Protozoan, it's a malaria. Okay, malaria. And virus, AIDS. Okay, AIDS. So like this you have to revise all your question answers. Okay, one by one. Read thoroughly. Try to practice the table column, that disease table column and nitrogen cycle and all. You have to practice the diagrams also. Amoeba, paramecium, those diagrams you practice thoroughly with parts. Okay, table column, diagrams and this cycle, nitrogen cycle are very much important. Read thoroughly. Thank you children. Thank you very much.